Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to more Tiny Toons or Tiny Toon Adventures Montana's Movie Madness on the original Game Boy. So right now we are in the monster level, kind of a weird name. And I am like intrinsically or unconsciously waiting for some Castlevania reference, which I don't think it's going to happen since this is a Warner Brothers game in a way. Even if it's associated with Konami that produced this game, I don't think that's gonna happen. Wow, that was close. There was no necessity to run. Oh yeah, you have to be careful, especially in this part, when dealing with not only with the sudden ghosts, but also with these bats. I usually try, or I used to try to kill 2 bats at a time, with bad results every time. So kill one by one, because if you try to kill 2 at a time, considering that the hitboxes in this game are pretty unfair to say the least, to put it in gentle terms, as you can tell. Well, that was a bad jump actually, that was my fault. But yeah, I usually try to kill 1 bat at a time, not the 2 of them with only 1 jump, because you're gonna end up getting hit by 1 of them at least. So we're inside the castle. We have the 4 characters and Hampton is moving the mouth. So you might end up thinking, okay, the 4th door is the correct one. But actually I tried other doors before and I don't think there is a right or wrong choice in the sense that you are not going to be taken to the beginning. At least probably the other door that I tried, I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd one, took me to a very similar room, if not the exact same one, if I'm not totally mistaken. But you are not going to be taken back to the beginning or die by making a wrong choice. It's like the rooms are different, that's all. It's a matter of, you know, each choice takes you to a different place with different traps on their own. Okay, let me take a look at most game right here. I don't know the name of this character, but I'm being given 10 carrots. I guess it's better than being in 5 of them. That's like the only running candle you're gonna encounter in the entire area. Alright, I guess because I am recording you cannot really see so much the water like blinking. Yeah, but there is water rising here. There are 2 sections with a lot of jumping required. The first of them is pretty simple, as you can tell. It doesn't require higher jumps than normal. Just go to the necessary platform and you are pretty much safe. Yeah, I guess you can see some of the water. Again, the blinking is not really doing, or it's not being shown properly because it's not running at 60 FPS since I'm recording. It's basically running like at 30. Right, this one is more demanding because you have to hold down and then press forward for you to run first and then make a higher jump as a consequence. Right there, it is completely mandatory to do that. The only positive aspect about this section is that there are not so many difficult jumps to deal with, but each of them is a major pain in the ass. And 4 Montana Max, and whatever, I usually, the practice run that I had, I chose the first one and I have to deal with a bunch of traps. But again, I was more afraid of being taken to the beginning or dying inevitably or something. Okay, it wasn't the only candle in the entire level. I was running super excited trying to make progress and speed run this fucking level, but it got hit anyway. Shit happens, everybody, shit happens. And this section, as you can tell, is really simple, really, I mean, not simple in the sense that could be considered easy, but it's short at least. Alright, this monster, it could be a pain in the ass as well. You need to do the running technique and make a higher jump. But you can do, and you can perform the 3 hits, or you can hit him the 3 times, right one after another without waiting for him to attack you. He basically does a higher jump, which makes some spikes appear from below the floor. So you can avoid doing that by, doing the high jump technique 3 times in a row, as you could just tell. It requires practice, absolutely, but there is a little technique for doing this. And if I'm not mistaken, there is no bonus game. That's it. I'm off to make my best movie yet. Hey Buzzer, listen up. Montana is on his way to a movie studio. Exclamation points. No problem, coma. I'm on my way. So yeah, no bonus game. There's gonna be one last stage, which I'm going to be doing next video though.